but I got no answer for my wonder. In lonely nights I stay up ponder, lonely drinking, slowly sinking. A million miles from you, what was I thinking? Hope it's not too late to roll to you. Rest upon your breast.
Welcome back to the Knuckleball Prime Time Podcast. We're here live on a Thursday evening. Even though it was raining, we called some good baseball besides some Major League the other day. Actually went to the Gateway Grizzlies game over in Illinois, me, Chad, and Dwayne.
Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we?
Yeah, we had an awesome time.
We want to send a shout out and a thank you to Mick Light with Arch City Media. Been doing some things with them lately, and we got some other things coming up in the future with them. But they invited us to a Gateway Grizzlies game, and I think that's going to be one of many. The three of us were lucky enough to go. I mean, I don't want to speak for you guys, but I had a heck of a time.
It was a great time. I
really enjoyed the game. Was kind of incidental to the atmosphere.
No, for sure. Dwayne made me feel like Dwayne was he was just loving it, and I was loving it too as an umpire, just seeing some good baseball. So we all just had a kind of good day at the park.
I haven't watched live baseball other than maybe my nephew. I haven't been to a Cardinals game yet since we've been back full season, but just even that ballpark atmosphere and any baseball, but like hearing the crack of the bat and all those things that, you know, make you feel a certain way about baseball and one of the reasons you love baseball, it just felt good, man.
It did.
It did. Baseball to me is kind of different than the other sports because with football, I need to watch people who have a certain amount of skill. With baseball, I can watch the 8-year-olds play and enjoy the atmosphere. I can, it doesn't matter. The game, watching kids learn the game and everything. I love the whole process of it. And, if I'm going to watch a hockey game, the Blues got to be playing. But I can watch anybody play baseball.
Dwayne, can you tell us, you have a little bit of understanding about the difference between leagues. Can you tell us a little bit about what that league is actually intended to be?
Calling it a developmental league, it's kind of like a minor league affiliate of minor leagues. Most of them didn't actually make it to the show, but there was a couple of guys yesterday with the Grizzlies who had made it as high as like AA with the Dodgers. The Gateway Grizzlies aren't an affiliate of any major league team, but any major league team can come and watch these guys play. And if they need someone on one of their minor league squads or something like that, that's where they go to. If the minor leagues are a B league, I would put the Frontier League as like a C or D league. They are like the minor leagues for the minor leagues. They're not at that quite elite level, but it's good enough baseball that every once in a while you'll hear to the bat, and if you're not paying attention, some of these guys have some real talent.
You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think we went like 5 innings without a hit on either side. Definitely 4.
Yeah, 4 for sure. And that's what I was going to say, like seeing how slow the game is. But that's why I enjoy a Grizzly game like that, because you're getting a lot of strikes, a lot of thought out baseball, what pitches to take, seeing pitches different and all that. And for a decent price too, we went and had a good couple beers, ate some food and all that, and just hung out and watched some good baseball. Like the 7th inning, I think was just good situational baseball. So that's why I really like atmosphere.
In high school, if you're a player who has like a elite level talent, you're told a lot. You never know who's in the stands because you have scouts in the stands. We saw some scouts there yesterday with the radar guns and everything. Mm-hmm. I got to play my best today because you don't know who's watching, and this could be your chance to move up. These guys, I don't think any of these guys are making their living playing baseball. You can still, go to college, work towards your degree, and have a ball game that night. And again, like you never know who's watching. So these guys are, the pitchers were in there yesterday to throw strike. They were in there to know what the breaking ball can do and stuff, and throwing breaking balls and fastball counts just to show that they have confidence in all of their pitches. And that's things that scouts look for.
Yeah, and I think sometimes injuries and stuff maybe have put them in positions and in different leagues that maybe they wouldn't have maybe been in. I'm not sure. But
that's what I was going to say. Like, I would like to see some of these guys' college background, kind of see what they dealt with, like maybe a surgery or injury that could have stopped the spot in the draft.
If you want to look at it from the mathematics side of it, there are 30 teams with 26-man rosters, so there's only 780 major league jobs available.
Yeah, so just the odds aren't on your side, just by default.
Right. One of the things I think that if you want to talk about the difference in the levels of talent in the league is that usually during spring training, even at Major League Baseball, you'll really announce to say, hey, the hitters are going to be ahead of the pitchers at this level, at this stage of the game anyway. But what we saw yesterday was that the pitchers were ahead of the hitters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a different kind of a little twist on it. We didn't see a whole lot of real hard, solid contact yesterday. And you're like, hey, in June, that's probably a base hit. July, that's a base hit. In August and September, that might be a home run. But right now, it's just a foul ball down the third baseline, you know?
And I agree. I think a lot of guys were either ahead of the ball or they were behind. So we're clear, this was a preseason game. And I think maybe their second game total.
Yeah, and I think we could tell that from a fan standpoint. I think we should go see them practice sometime. I think that would be cool, kind of see how a baseball, a higher level baseball practice is held, you know, because I don't remember a baseball practice since, 9-year-old, just hitting a few balls, everyone hitting real quick and going home. So I really want to see what that aspect's like.
And this is going to be the first of many. We're going to go to a bunch of games this summer, and we're looking forward to it. I even said that to both you guys. I'm like, if this is what my summer's going to be like, count me in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just catching that vibe.
I came home and told my girlfriend, like, guess what we're doing this summer?
I can't get out of here without mentioning, you go to any kind of ball game, whatever it is, they always cater to the kids, right? There's a kid zone or, the mascots and everything like that. But it just seems like the lower levels or the lower leagues that aren't professional, it's such a family atmosphere. And me being a father of 3, I was just standing there and I seen all these kids running around and they're on the playground and they're eating these ice cream and nachos and all these things. I just thought about my kids and how much my kids would really enjoy that. And I love that it's that way.
Yep.
It's such a more relaxed, it's not as crowded, right? But it's just a relaxed version. And if you enjoy the sport of baseball, it's a great way to take it in for a good price, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I wanted to mention before we get out here too, Tad, is that yesterday kind of scratched an itch for me. What it did is it scratched this itch because a couple of times, a guy made a really nice play at third base, got up through the guy out at first base, and I'm clapping, and I realized, I'm clapping for the other team.
Yes.
I'd like to see baseball played at a good level and acknowledging when someone does something well, and that's part of that being a Cardinal fan. The part of that is just loving the game and being around it.
Yeah, I think I looked at you one time. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? The Gateway Grizzlies invited us here, not the Evansville Otters. But yeah, I agree, man. If you're a fan of the sport, it's hard not to. You got your team and you got your players, and that's always going to make the game more exciting. But if you're just a fan of sports in general, I think something like that is perfect to go to. I can't wait to go to the next one. I can't wait to take my family to one pretty soon just to catch that atmosphere, that laid-back vibe, and watch some good ball.
With the economy how it is, with the price of gas how it is, and all these things that are a factor in being able to take your family to maybe a Cardinal game or something, consider this. You could probably go to like 8 or 9 Grizzlies games for the price of one Cardinal. That's something you might want to consider when you're trying to figure out where to take the family.
And you might catch us there. We're going to be doing Instagram videos and pictures, and if you follow our Instagram,
be sure to follow Knuckleball Prime Time at Knuckleball PT Pod on Instagram and Twitter. And we just appreciate the Gateway Grizzlies for offering us all to the games, and we'll definitely be there. Stay tuned for what's down the road, baby.
Guys, thanks for letting me take part.
Want a shot at the title? I'm in my knuckleball prime. My dogs are tired, but they still got fight. I won't hang it out, boys. Not this time. I'm hitting all the corners, gonna shed some light. When she hits that note, boys, it's all done.